We're educating our client proactively on these things that will set us up for the next shot. For instance, this whole silent phase, the reason it was so mission critical for us to address this somehow proactively is that it always felt like time and time again, we were answering questions or doing service recovery when the client would call and be somewhat pissed off. They don't know what's going on and why is nothing happening? And there was always a good reason. Well, we're negotiating a scope. We don't want you to have out-of-pocket expenses that aren't warranted. So what we just determined with that is the better job we did just warning the client that this is going to happen and giving them a clear picture of what we were actually doing, even though visibly it may not be that obvious, it just took all of that down a level. And then when it would happen, when the client would inevitably get 3-4 days into waiting for this scope approval and us to do something on the recon side, they're like, oh, JoJo told me this was going to happen.
This is what they talked about.
Right. And then it almost re-cements them to you in the relationship because they're like, aha, they were right. They told me this was going to happen. And so for me, I go back to the billiards table. That was one of those first scenarios where you take your opening shot and then you get the ball where you want it. So we're prepared to take the next one in the job of life cycle.